Hey guys, I'm Brogan, and if you own your own pool, then you already know that keeping it clean can sometimes feel like a full-time job. Between leaves, sand, bugs, dirt even, constantly brushing the walls, scrubbing the water line, and having to drag out equipment every time the pool needs attention, it gets old super quick. But what if your pool cleaner could actually think for itself? Well, this right here is the brand new Aiper Scuba V3 AI Vision cordless robotic pool cleaner. And Aiper is calling this the world's first cognitive AI-powered essential robotic pool cleaner. And after spending some time testing it out, I can honestly say that this feels less like a traditional pool robot and much more like a smart automatic cleaning system. So today in this video, I'm going to show you guys what makes this different, how the AI features actually work in real world use, and whether it's worth considering for your pool at home. So right out of the box here, one of the first things that I noticed was how clean and modern the design looks. And surprisingly, it's lighter than I expected as well. The Scuba V3 weighs around 18 pounds, which means carrying it in and out of the pool is pretty easy. That may not sound like a huge deal until you've used some of the heavier robotic pool cleaners that I've tested out on this channel. Those can be awkward and frustrating to move around, especially if you're by yourself. This right here feels way more manageable. You also get a charging dock, which is something that I really appreciate. Instead of dealing with cables every time you're done cleaning, you simply place the robot back on the dock and let it recharge automatically. It's super convenient. It's a small detail, but it makes the entire experience feel way more premium. Now, before we get into all the technology behind this, let's talk about what actually matters. Does this actually clean the pool? Because at the end of the day, I don't care how smart a robot is if I'm still having to grab a brush afterwards. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been testing out the Scuba V3 through multiple cleaning cycles, including after windy days when leaves and debris have built up throughout the pool. One thing that I noticed pretty quickly was this wasn't moving around randomly like a lot of the other robotic pool cleaners out there on the market. It seems much more intentional with how it covered the pool, and it spent less time repeatedly cleaning areas that were already clean. This is because the Scuba V3 actually uses AI-powered navigation to analyze its environment and adjust its cleaning route in real time. Now, instead of simply following a pre-programmed pattern, it actively identifies debris and adapts its cleaning path based on what it sees. So if it sees that there's debris on one side of the pool, it's going to navigate in that direction and clean that effectively, rather than going over to the other side that's already clean and has no issues. So what that means is better coverage, fewer missed spots, and less wasted battery life. There's plenty of robotic pool cleaners that can vacuum a pool. What makes this one different though is that it feels like it's constantly making decisions while cleaning instead of blindly wandering around the pool. And after watching it work, that's something you can actually see happening in real time. Another feature I thought was really interesting here is Aiper's cognitive AI Navium mode. The Scuba V3 can automatically create weekly cleaning plans based on your pool size, previous cleaning history, and even weather conditions. So instead of constantly adjusting settings yourself, the robot is designed to learn and optimize the cleaning over time. Aiper also includes AI patrol cleaning, which allows the robot to identify debris and adjust its path in real time instead of simply following a fixed route. Over the course of a week, I continued using the Scuba V3 through multiple cleaning sessions, and the experience became incredibly hands-off. I simply let it do its thing, and the pool stayed consistently clean day after day. And because this uses AI vision technology, Aiper says the visual data remains directly on the device with no image uploads or external storage. So if you're in the pool while this is running, you don't have to worry about your privacy ever being compromised. So while the robot is using advanced vision-based navigation, your data stays private at all times. Now, one thing that people always ask is whether a robotic pool cleaner can actually finish the entire pool cleaning before the battery runs out. During my testing, I had no issues covering my entire pool in a single cleaning cycle. Matter of fact, I can actually get 2 cleaning cycles out of one single charge, but obviously that's going to depend on the size of your pool. This is super important though, because the last thing that you want to deal with is a robot that needs to be rescued halfway through and recharged. And honestly, cleaning performance here is where the Scuba V3 impressed me the most. During testing, I purposely left behind leaves, dirt, small debris, and some of the material that typically settles in corners and along the pool floor. The movement looks smooth and deliberate and spends far less time making unnecessary passes than any other robotic pool cleaner that I've tested so far. Aiper calls this Vision Path Adaptive Path Planning. It combines AI vision and advanced sensors to create efficient cleaning routes, target visible debris first, avoid obstacles, and reduce repeated passes. It also handles wall and waterline cleaning, which is one of the most annoying parts of pool maintenance. If you've ever had to manually scrub a water line, you already know exactly what I'm talking about. Watching this robot handle that automatically is incredibly satisfying. The Scuba V3 uses Jet Assist horizontal waterline cleaning, helping it to glide smoothly across the waterline and eliminate much of the manual scrubbing that pool owners always have to do. Underneath, you've got dual brushes paired with up to 4,800 gallons per hour of suction power. So it's not just lightly vacuuming your pool, it's aggressively pulling in leaves, dirt, sand, and larger debris, while the brushes help loosen anything that's stuck to the surface. The filtration system is also very impressive. You get a micro mesh multi-layer filtration system that combines a 180 micron debris filter with an ultra fine 3 micron filtration layer. That means it's not just collecting large debris that you can actually see, it's also helping capture much smaller particles that can impact water clarity. The result at the end of the day is cleaner looking water, but most importantly, cleaner water overall. It's tackling both the big debris and the smaller particles that can leave pools looking cloudy over time. Now, another thing I have to talk about here is how simple and easy this is to use. It's ultra user friendly. So many pool cleaners overcomplicate things. They've got tons of menus and settings that you have to learn before you can even begin to navigate them. This doesn't do any of that. You simply press start, tap which mode you want to go into, and let it do all the work for you. The cordless design also means that there's no tangled cables that you have to deal with while it's cleaning. And once the cleaning cycle is finished, the Scuba V3 automatically returns to the waterline for retrieval. You can also receive app notifications letting you know when the cleaning cycle is complete. What I like most, and what I think everybody's going to like most about the Scuba V3, is that it genuinely reduces the amount of effort required to keep your pool clean. You can simply turn it on, set your mode, drop it into the pool, go out to dinner, go to work for the day, and come back to a clean pool. So after spending some time here testing out the Aiper Scuba V3, I can honestly say that this is one of the best and most advanced and efficient robotic pool cleaners that I've ever tested. The AI-powered navigation isn't just a marketing hype. You can actually see the difference in how the robot moves and cleans. Add in the cordless design, automatic charging dock, strong suction performance, wall and waterline cleaning, advanced filtration, app connectivity, and user-friendly operation, and you've got a robot pool cleaner that takes a lot of the hassle out of pool ownership. If you're tired of constantly vacuuming, brushing, and maintaining your pool manually, this is definitely one thing that you should check out. So I'm going to provide you guys with links in the description of this video. That's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for watching the video. Click those links, learn a little bit more, and I'll see you guys on the next one.